Title: Relationship Skills. Heading 1: Establishing and maintaining healthy and rewarding relationships. Students will be able to initiate contact with others, share one's thoughts and feelings appropriately, express appreciation, give and receive constructive feedback, establish and maintain healthy and rewarding connections with individuals and groups, offer and receive help, contribute to the achievement of group goals, recognize and respect boundaries, take turns, show fairness, show forgiveness to others. What teachers can do and in lessons and instruction: teach lessons to develop social skills, for example, how to meet someone new, how to start a conversation, how to keep it going, how to end it smoothly, etc. Teach lessons on social boundaries. Teach a lesson or lessons on how to resolve conflicts peacefully. Teach lessons on how to give and receive constructive feedback. Teach lessons on the importance of forgiveness. Read literature and discuss characters who learn to forgive. Teach lessons on how to offer help in a sensitive, appropriate way. Teach lessons on how to say thank you and receive help well. Work with students to develop community service activities. Help students develop community service projects and celebrate their work. What teachers can do through ongoing teaching practices. Use team-based, collaborative teaching practices, such as cooperative learning and project-based learning, to provide students with opportunities to develop and practice communication and social and assertiveness skills. Be very intentional to balance student groups so that natural leaders can inspire the others they are working with. Give students authentic feedback when they wait their turn. I saw the way you waited your turn just now. I know you were excited, but you kept your hands to yourself. You did great. Or anytime they manage their own behavior to work well with others. Intentionally use collaborative work groups to reinforce the importance of working together to solve problems and achieve goals. Have students routinely evaluate how well they work together in the group. One day it may be to evaluate how well they listened, took turns, or how they contributed information to the learning situation. This process holds the students accountable for improving their part in a group learning situation. Give students authentic praise when they show respect for boundaries. For example, thank you for waiting patiently while I was speaking to her. What can I help you with now? Establish a peace corner and a conflict resolution procedure students can use. Model good boundaries. Praise students for resolving conflicts peacefully. Support students as needed when they are working to resolve a conflict. Give students authentic feedback when they share their feelings appropriately. Give students authentic feedback for giving and receiving help well. Give students opportunities to practice social skills in small groups and project-based learning activities. Heading 2: Communicating clearly. Students will be able to use verbal and nonverbal skills to express oneself and promote positive and effective exchanges with others. Modify one's expression to fit the situation and audience. Make clear I statements. Ask appropriate questions. Listen reflectively and actively. Write coherently. What teachers can do in lessons and instruction. Teach lessons on how to communicate effectively, verbally and nonverbally. Teach lessons on communication skills, such as listening, looking at the person, tone of voice. Teach lessons on effective listening. Teach students how to give feedback in specific situations that will help students improve their communication skills. Teach students how to formulate I messages for sharing feelings. Teach lessons on giving compliments and praise, why you should, and how to do it. Give students opportunities to practice giving and receiving compliments and praise. What teachers can do through ongoing teaching practices. Thank students whenever they listen well and tell them specifically what they did well. Model and reinforce effective communication and relationship building. Establish class or morning meetings that give students the opportunity to interact with each other and practice speaking and listening skills. Use interactive teaching strategies, such as cooperative learning and project-based learning, to provide students with opportunities to develop and practice positive communication skills. Heading 2. Resisting inappropriate social pressure. Students will be able to be assertive using multiple strategies to avoid engaging in unwanted, unsafe, unethical, or unlawful conduct. When appropriate, express openness to maintain a relationship with those who suggested unwanted or negative behavior. What teachers can do in lessons and instruction. Teach lessons on how to be assertive and not aggressive. Teach students a variety of strategies for avoiding unwanted situations or pressure, such as suggesting alternative activities or using delaying tactics. What teachers can do through ongoing teaching practices. Model assertive behavior. Give students authentic praise for being assertive. Heading 3. Negotiating conflict constructively. Students will be able to follow a systematic approach to conflict resolution that achieves mutually satisfactory resolutions by addressing the needs of all concerned. What teachers can do in lessons and instruction. Teach lessons on how to resolve conflicts. Conduct role plays with middle and high school students to allow students to practice resolving conflicts and negotiating peer pressure. What teachers can do through ongoing teaching practices. Establish a conflict resolution process that is used school-wide anytime there is a conflict. Model good conflict resolution skills. Establish a school-wide peer mediation program in middle or high school to help students work through conflicts in a constructive way. Use collaborative work groups, for example, cooperative learning projects or project-based learning, to reinforce the importance of working together to solve problems and achieve goals. Give students authentic feedback for resolving conflicts peacefully. Give students support as needed when they are working out a conflict. Heading 4. Seeking and offering help when needed. Students will be able to effectively ask for and receive help from others. Offer help to others needing assistance. What teachers can do in lessons and instruction. Lead age-appropriate lessons on when to seek help or when to offer it. Help students organize community service and service learning activities to help others in the community. What teachers can do through ongoing teaching practices. Model age-appropriate ways to seek and offer help. Encourage students to offer or seek help in age-appropriate ways whenever appropriate. Provide students with age-appropriate, authentic feedback for offering and seeking help. Especially with middle and high school students, organize service learning strategies within the school. Have students collaborate on how to organize and manage the project.